fourth quarter in the playoffs. So when they come out to start this fourth period, he's going to have to gear his defense to not let Michael Jordan take over this game and pull out a win for Chicago.
Jess Kersey having an animated discussion with Jimmy Lynam and his assistant coach Fred Carter over on the sideline.
You know, it was a 20-second timeout. We see Cleveland losing big to Boston and Charlotte making a run at the New York Knicks. But it was a 20-second timeout. That was longer than 20 seconds. Orlando playing well. Nick Anderson.
Boy, they've come back in that game. They were down
Scott,
a lot in the first half.
See if they bring Manute Bol to the ball and just throw high to him.
Remember, if they don't get it across the line with the pass, it's a violation.
It's a violation.
Steal by Grant.
It's a violation. That's a shot. That's a violation. They did not get it across. I don't know why the ball never crossed half court. If I'm Phil Jackson, I got to wonder why it's not my basketball right now. I don't
understand it either because we had a little over a second go by.
They never got it across. I don't understand that.
They had a lot more than the 10 seconds that's normally allotted to get the ball across the line that time.
At 14, the clock's got to go off.
Dawkins.
Gee, what a shot. Oh, my goodness.
What a half for Johnny Dawkins after a tremendous first half. Anderson launching one. That almost went. The Philadelphia 76ers will not quit. They led it by 19 at the half. They lead it by 13 at the end of 3 quarters here in Chicago. Well, the Philadelphia 76ers have been able to maintain this lead since about midway through the first quarter. It's now 94-81, fourth quarter about to begin. And, Doug, we did find out what the discrepancy was on the clock.
All right, the Bulls scored at 20.9 on the clock. This is not the shot clock. This is actually the game clock. It was turned off. So they had 10.9 on the game clock to get it across. So that was the discrepancy right there. I talked to Jess Kersey at the end of the third quarter, and he let me know. So my apologies to the officials. I was confused by the game clock and not the shot clock.
King, Purdue, Livingston, Armstrong, and Hobson on the court now. The second unit for Chicago as the fourth quarter begins. Livingston.
Boy, he played a nice basketball game.
First 2 points of the final quarter belong to Chicago. An 11-point Philadelphia lead. Livingston now with 8 points.
How long will Michael Jordan rest before he comes back in and dons his tape?
Remember that number that Doug gave you. He averaged 16 points per fourth quarter against Philadelphia in that playoff series last year. Manute.
Better get the shot out.
Twice, only 2 seconds to shoot it, but we got a whistle and a foul. Ryan Oliver called for his second personal. Ball goes back to Chicago.
I told you 48 minutes is eternity. Philly was in control of this game, up 19. Everything rolled. Now it's an 11-point game. Chance for Chicago to get it in single digits probably since sometime in the second quarter.
Thompson. Stacey King's jumper wouldn't go. Dawkins, what a game he's had.
Now I get the ball to Charles Barkley right now against Stacey King. I let him take it right to the basket. I get out of his way, and I make something happen.
Well, that was what the plan was, but Barkley lost his footing.
The floor's a little slick right now.
Oliver. Jumper a little strong. Rebound loose. Barkley comes away with it. Going up for the shot. Basket's good. It's a foul.
The team that Chicago has on the floor right now is not a good rebounding team. Stacey King, again, not a good defensive rebounder. Livingston, more of an offensive rebounder. Will Purdue must get on the boards. Barkley, again, with the big play. You see Scott Williams in the ball game right now for Chicago. He's going to come in to replace Will Purdue. This is an interesting substitution. You're down 13, and you come in with Scott Williams, the rookie.
Rookie out of North Carolina, not drafted. Barkley, 13 out of 18 field goals tonight, 9 rebounds, and now he has 33 points. He's had a big game. Dawson's had a big game. Hawkins has had a big game. Thompson came up short. Ball comes back to him. 97-83. Philadelphia by 14. B.J. Armstrong's jumper long.
Again, living on the perimeter right now. Where's Michael Jordan? You got to get him back in the game.
Charles Barkley Outside to Anderson. Anderson's stroke wouldn't go for him that time. Rebound comes off the floor to Armstrong. Armstrong across to Hobson. Near steal by Anderson. Hobson gets it back to Livingston. He takes it over. Barkley wouldn't go. Rebound. Hobson. Dennis Hobson gets to the ball. He has 6 points. It's a 12-point Philadelphia lead under 10 minutes remaining.
Hersey Hawkins, will he be back in soon? They're bringing Mahorn back in the ball game. Johnny Dawkins has gone the whole way. Will he get a little bit of a rest?
Anderson over Livingston.
Not a good shot. Ron Anderson forced that shot and then let his man run out.
Livingston lost the ball out of bounds. A break for the 76ers. Anderson will inbound. The turnover is beginning to even up a little bit now. Charles Barkley getting a breather. There's your score and the time remaining.
Going to go screen roll. Johnny Dawkins and Mahorn. See if he can take Armstrong on the dribble. He's been able to do it most of the ball game.
John King came out and got him, so he gives it to Mahorn, but Mahorn missed it. The tip is good by Mahorn. He has 8 points. That lead back up to 14.
You think Jimmy Lynam's not breathing a sigh of relief for every tick of the clock that goes off and Michael Jordan's sitting down over there?
Oh, you know it. The way that Jordan's performed against the 76ers in fourth quarters of other games. King working against Mahorn. Manute came over to help out. Another missed shot by Chicago. In transition, Dawkins to Anderson. 2 more Philadelphia points. Just when Chicago starts to make any kind of a little dent in the Philadelphia lead, it seems the 76ers are able to respond with some quick baskets. They've done it again, extending the lead to 16 with 8:46 to go in the game. Don't forget the sports action continues this weekend on TNT. Sunday night, the Denver Broncos take on the Minnesota Vikings. Skip Carey and Pat Hayden will have it for you at 8 o'clock Eastern Time following the stadium show. It begins at 7:30 Eastern Time here on TNT.
Take a look at the replay. Johnny Dawkins pushing it ahead. Ron Anderson with an easy layup to push the lead back to 16 for Philadelphia. Interesting, now this timeout, Michael's still not on the floor, going with Hodges, Livingston, Hobson, Stacey King, and B.J. Armstrong. So the second unit went out with Hodges. Looking maybe to shoot 3-pointers from the corner as they're trapping defensively with Manute Bol in the game.
Hobson back outside to Armstrong. Up to Hodges, and he throws that 3-pointer. First one of those he's made tonight. It's 101-88.
Charles Barkley taking a rest, along with Johnny Dawkins. I'm sure they'd like to buy a couple minutes if they could right now for the stretch run. If they can go to Ron Anderson.
Well, he's had no luck at all in this quarter after a pretty good first half. 2 quick ones for Hobson. And the Bulls are making that a run again. It's 101-90. They got it back down to 11. It's been at about this point the last 2 or 3 times it's happened that Philadelphia has then responded with a couple of quick buckets.
So who are they going to go to right now? They really don't have a scorer on the floor.
Unless Anderson can get a stroke back, but he's missed his last 3.
For the Mahorn against Stacey King in the post.
Mahorn with a left-handed shot. Nice move by Rick Mahorn. Gets him in double figures with 10. Gets the lead back up to 13.
Not only that, they used about 20 seconds on the clock. Ryan Oliver could not leave Hodges. You do not want him to get off shooting threes.
Hobson's shot rolls off the rim, and there's another big rebound from Mahorn. That's his 9th rebound.
They want to use the clock, and they want to go back into Mahorn against Stacey King. To see if Oliver comes off the screen, dumps it in, and then speed cuts to the basket, leaving Mahorn with an isolation against Stacey.
There's the ISO. Mahorn couldn't get the basket before, but did draw the foul. That's one of the big reasons why Philadelphia picked up a Ricky Green, to try to give him some quality minutes in spots like this, because he really understands this game after all the years he has spent in this league. As you see Jordan coming back into the game now.
Pete, to expound on that point a little bit, you're going to see Hersey Hawkins right back in the ball game now to play against Michael Jordan. It looked like Jimmy Lynam was waiting for the last minute to bring Hersey in. He has 4 fouls. Michael Jordan's been sitting a long time. We'll see if he can get a big burst here now. Jimmy Lynam's also told us he's going to make more of a defensive commitment to Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter to make him give up the basketball than allow him to dominate this last 7 minutes.
Well, so far, Lynam's theory on dealing with Jordan has turned out to be pretty accurate. He said that in the games that he's played Chicago in the past, he's noticed that Jordan hasn't been that much of a factor in the first 3 quarters.